Hello, everyone. So, I wanted to do this quick story on Zayn Malik. And who's Zayn Malik? He is a member of the boy group One Direction, right? So, of course, they're no longer together. They all went their separate ways. Zayn Malik left the group, and after he left, I think the group did one more album. So now he's saying he faced racism. He makes a song referencing racism, and I am in shock because we did not hear anything like that. I personally, again, I wasn't like one of those, teeny boppers that was like, oh my God, One Direction. But you would see certain news on them, and that was never something that was displayed. So we're just going to read this quick article. It's 1 minute, then we'll talk. It says Zayn Malik has previewed his upcoming single, Fuchsia Sea, in which he openly addresses the racism he endured as the only South Asian member of One Direction. In a snippet shared on Instagram on July 5th, Malik 32 raps about his experiences with the British Irish boy band, noting how his efforts were met with discrimination. One lyric said, I worked hard in a white band and they still laughed at the Asian. Offers a candid look at the challenges he faced between 2010 and 2015. So he was on there for 5 years. They were paired. They were a solo act on one of those British, singing shows. And then because they were so good, or the chemistry, they decided to put the five boys and just make it a band, right? So it says Malik has previously spoken in interviews about experiencing racism in both the music industry and in his personal life. See, I didn't know all that. The new track marks a shift from Malik's previous solo work, leaning into a hip hop style to explore themes of identity and alienation. Malik incorporates references to his Palestinian and Irish English heritage and reflects on the exhaustion and scrutiny that came with his fame. The song suggests that racial tensions, not just creative differences, contributed to his decision to leave One Direction in 2015. Now, people, I did not know all of this was going on. When you see bands that their members are not all alike, a certain people stand out. Now, what am I saying is Fifth Harmony. If you remember Fifth Harmony with Camila Cabello and, Normani, she's a part of that group. And she faced a lot of racism because she was the only black person in the group. Now, this group had about two white people and three Spanish people in there, if I'm not mistaken. And, they would show videos where she would be out with her group members and no one would pay attention to her. I remember seeing a video where the five girls were sitting, and I think it was two or three little white girls walked in and they hugged everyone except for Normani. And I was in shock. I'm going to see if I could find that video and play it while I'm speaking, not with the sound because music might be in there. And I was like, wow, why whenever it is black with other races, it's always paid more attention to, unlike Zayn Malik. Now, he's from England. I think he was born in England. So what it's like over there, I'm not sure. But like I said, here in America, even though I didn't follow the band, I kind of, I knew of them, heard their music, which was, some catchy teeny bopper tunes. But I did not know him himself was facing that. And even though he's, Palestinian, is that's what it is? Hold on, he's Palestinian. And he looks it more than white, right? Because he's half Pakistani and half Irish English. So I don't know which parent was white. But to look at him, he looks more like his Pakistani heritage. So, people can come at him for just his look, not knowing that he's actually a biracial. He's half white. So, yes, I'm surprised. I did not know this. Anyone, did you know that he was facing racism or claims racism while being in a white band, according to him, from the lyrics? But yeah, let me know. I'm surprised. Now, no one has come forward. As you know, they lost their fellow member. Shoot. His name is drawing a blank. They lost him like a year ago. There's Harry Styles. You know what? Those are the only ones I know. No, what's his name? The one they lost. I know they have a Nawa in there or a Tamblinton something. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me look it up. One Direction. Oh my gosh. Members. Sorry, members of One Direction. I'm typing in Liam Payne, and now it's coming. Unfortunately, they lost Liam Payne. But yes, gossipers, what are your thoughts? Did you know Zayn was going through something like this? Like I said, I thought, he would have been given some kind of preferential treatment because he's half white and white is right, and just stupid stuff like that. But on a serious note, I did not know that he himself went through anything like that, because like I said, when you do look at him compared to the boys of the group, you can see that he definitely has he's more, is the word ethnic, than the other boys. But yeah, so if this is a part of healing for him, and to see that it might have been the reason why he left the group, it's just sad. But yeah, what, he's 32 years old and he's rapping now and all that. Which song did he come out with? And I loved it. It's one of them sensual slow song. Pillow Talk. Yeah, that's the song, Pillow Talk. That was sexy. Anyways, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this story? Please like, share, subscribe. Let's grow our channel. And thank you for watching and listening.